Hello, you gorgeous Cancerians, and welcome to my channel, OnTheGoTarot, your neighborhood intuitive guide. Guys, for the newbies, welcome to my channel. My name is Elle Cups, and for the returning subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, subscribe, shares, comments, the whole shabama-roosko. I feel the love. Anyway, guys, so let's get into it. December. Let's talk a little bit astrology. Okie dokie. So, for the last 2 years, Saturn has been sitting in your 7th house of partnerships. Yay! And relationships. So, you may have felt as though your relationship with your partner has just been so difficult and you feel criticized all the time and it just feels like a lot of work all the time. You can't do anything right? That is Saturn sitting in your 7th house. Even work, right? Not only within your relationship romantically with your partner, but also business partnerships. As though there's just no forward movement at work. That you can't come to an agreement. It's just like you're working so much and not seeing the results. It's exhausting, right? Again, Saturn making you work and work and work. But there's good news. On the 2nd, Jupiter entered Capricorn with Saturn in your 7th house. Hallelujah! Which means movement. It means expansion. You are going to start to see things move more. Things will be smoother in the way work has been felt stagnant in certain areas. You know, if you own your own business, if within your partnership, a business partnership, you couldn't seem to get to some kind of, I'm talking too fast, some kind of solid ground, like in the contract you may have made together, etc. And then in your relationship romantically with your partner, you'll start to see things smooth out. Things will start to get easier. You're going to start feeling more love. You're not going to feel so criticized. Thank goodness Jupiter has entered Capricorn for all of us. And because it was sitting in your 7th house, Saturn was sitting in your 7th house for so long, for the last 2 years, you may have ended relationships with, a relationship you were in for a long time. You may have ended business relationships, but things have definitely may have felt very stagnant and slow. Let's see what else is happening. So yeah, over the next 12 months, if you are single, someone new could enter your life. Ooh, lovey-dovey. And we'll take a look in the tarot shortly. This is, after all, a tarot channel, so I'm going to have to do some tarot. But it could lead to like a next level relationship too. So if you've just been dating someone or you've been just really unlucky in dating even, you're going to see some movement. Hallelujah, right? But in the last little bit, especially this last month or so, some relationships may have ended as well. So, sorry for those of you who have had to go through that or endure that. Anyway, so let's get into your tarot. Let's get into a little bit of Goddess Oracle deck and see something related more to your soul. Let's dig a little deeper in what's going on with you guys, okay? I've got to drink a little bit of tea. This is rooibos tea, by the way. More antioxidants than any other tea. Only grown in the Cederberg in South Africa. I'm sure you can guess where I'm from now. So good. It helps with so many things. Your skin, sleep, digestion. As far as there's been statistics on even heart issues. Anyway, check it out. I'm also going to post a link on the description blocks just to, point you to where you can buy some. So, how about that? Okay, moving on. So, let's get into your tarot. Quick spiel, guys. Take what lands and leave the rest. Do not get too hung up with the signs, the gender. The roles can be reversed and time is fluid. Things may not happen right away, so give it a few days. Give it a few weeks. Hey, give it a few months. And if I'm still on YouTube, come back in a few years and check this video out. And lastly, always check your moon, your Venus, your Jupiter, and your rising sign. Because typically, you'll find more information when it comes to your moon, your rising. And when it comes about love, when we're talking about love, your Venus. That's the one you need to check out. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for my Cancerians? You know what song's been popping in my head the whole time? And it may just be because there's someone very close to my heart that, you know, we always used to pretend we were these two characters when we were younger. Shout out to my brother. What's up in South Africa? You know that song, the pinky and the brain, the pinky and the brain. One was a genius, the other insane. I'm sure you can guess which one I am. Actually, I'm a duality of both, I reckon. Anyway, but that kept popping in my head when I was thinking about doing your reading today. You know, my meditative thought process for your reading. So let's see what comes out. What's been going on over there? Spirit, what messages do you have for my Cancerians? One more, guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Look at that. Hi, Irene. Thank you so much. So if you guys have been going through a difficult time in your relationship, you should start to see some form of forward movement, a little more harmony in the relationship, because now that Jupiter is in Capricorn, there's going to be more of an understanding, a different way of interacting with each other. Hallelujah, right? So wow, that's beautiful. This could also be peace with a family member, peace with a business partnership. And look at this. So what was I talking about? Stagnation. Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So if you felt stagnant in work partnerships or work in general, if you're a business owner or some form of management or work in general and things just haven't been working, you will now see movement. You will also, if you're looking for a job, this is a very ideal time to go ahead and put out your resumes and really put yourself out there. There's going to be a lot of changes in people's lives now, guys. Get ready, okay? And we're only seeing little bits and pieces of the abundance now and blessings in their disguisable ways, right? Is that a word? Disguisable? Anyway, okay, let's get into your tarot. Steampunk! I love this deck. Just open up on the Queen of Swords. Are you dealing with a air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini? Is there some truth? Some communication coming your way? Spirit, what messages do you have for my Cancerians? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Moving forward, anything that would pertain to their love life, their work life, their partnerships, their family life. Okay, we're there. That song is just, it's been replaying all day. And I knew I was going to do a reading today. And I was like, this reminds me so much of my brother. Because we used to sing this all the time when we were younger. It was so funny. Anyway, okay, let's go. What's your current situation? What's Cancerian's current situation, dear Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Current situation. Dreams and aspirations. Piscean energy. This could also be thinking where to go from here. Maybe there's potentially been a lot of options that are now coming your way because of all this forward movement, guys. It's very exciting times. I mean, we're going into a new decade. Hello! So, yeah, it's like, I don't feel like you're overwhelmed here. We're going to see what the challenge is or what the influence of this is. But I'm more seeing this as you are looking out going, what's my next venture? Where am I going from here? What's my next step? Which option am I going to pick? Am I going to go for love at this period, especially now that things will start to smooth out? Guys, I know people say this a lot, but I don't agree with it. I don't know that you can't have love as well as be successful at the same time. I think there's a preconceived notion with that. I think if you can find a happy balance with the person that really matches you and you have that understanding, I think you can have both. Anyway, I don't know why I threw that in there, but anyway. Okay, let's see what the influence is. Okay, so this is how it landed. I don't typically take reversals, but you know, sometimes when I feel guided to. So maybe you have options with a new connection. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this could also be, remember, a partnership in work, Soulmates. Soulmates are not only romantic, guys, could also pertain to work. I do feel as though, I feel like there's someone's, I think you could also be confused about someone now. This in reverse, typically upright, this is you not making a decision, feeling really stuck, stalemate. Hold on, guys, I've got to do something here. There's some glitches going on here and I'm not sure why. Okay, still is a little bit. Anyway, moving on. Typically upright, like I said, you're feeling stuck. You don't know how to go from here. In the reverse, you've made a decision how to move forward. Maybe there was a decision you were trying to make with someone. Could also be Taurus, about commitment potentially. This could also be contracts in business. Is this something you're contemplating, Cancerians? In work. With this being the influence here, I do feel it's you deciding where to go from here. It's like exciting. Should I go for this option? Should I go for that? Because look at him. He's looking out and he's like, where shall I go from here? You know? Which option should I pick? I have many in front of me. It's almost opened a whole new can of worms for you. But it could also represent you feeling a little bit confused because of all the options and overwhelmed, right? But of course, love seems to trickle in as it usually does, because relationships is what it is. That's what life is, right? Relationships with people, for the most part. I do feel you may be in contemplation mode about how to move forward with a particular person. Could be a younger water sign, doesn't have to be, but it feels really kindred. It feels very soulmate. It's a new partnership that you may have. I'm also getting that you were confused about this connection, but maybe based, because remember in the pre-shuffle we did see the Queen of Swords. That's about communication, truth, clarity, being like very straightforward about things, you know. The brain of the pinky and the brain, right? Because now I feel you're not confused anymore. I'm also getting this person may do a lot of moon magic, whoever you're dealing with, or you do. They could definitely work with a lot of the elements and do new moon rituals and full moon rituals. This person feels very powerful. I think you could be contemplating committing to this person or going forward in a commitment, ascending to a high level of commitment with them. So if you've been dating them, you know, now you're like, hey, so do you want to go exclusive? If you exclusive already, maybe you're like, maybe we should, you know, get a little naughty. I mean, it depends in which order you do it. I don't know how. Anyway, and if you guys are already, you know, exclusive and shagging and all that good jazz, right? Then maybe you are thinking about going to engagement or moving in engagement, however. So ascending to a high level of commitment here. Let's see what your past issues were, Cancerians. What are your past issues? Interestiono. Past issues. Maybe it had something to do with finances. You know, self-worth. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, she knows her worth. She knows what she deserves. If this is in the issue position, maybe that's something that you were battling with. Feeling less than, feeling inadequate. I feel like you've overcome that. Could also be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But typically the Queen of Pentacles is like, I can buy what I want, bada bing, bada boom, you know. I like luxurious things, you know. You want to be in my energy. You're going to have to match me, you know. And I do feel as though in the past that may have been, sorry guys, I don't know what happened. I'm getting a lot of glitches with my computer right now. It's freaking me out a little bit. Don't go. This could also be someone, you know, that owns their own business, could be in charge of organizations. We are seeing here with the Hierophant, it's also about institutions and organizations and contracts. I do feel it has a lot to do with your foundation. Maybe feeling less than in the past. Maybe not good enough for this person in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be financially. Let's find out what's behind you. What's behind my Cancerians, dear Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter regarding the spread. What's behind my Cancerians? Yeah, I do feel that you've met... Wow, that was a stack of flippers. Yeah, I told you. Here she is again. Look, she came out again. She's as cold as ice. Truth, communication, clarity, brashness, straightforward. You know, she's brutal. She can hurt with her honesty. That's how truthful she can be. That's why I love her so much. I love the Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you could have that in your chart. You could have communicated this to this person. This person could have come forward with some truth that you were maybe not expecting to hear. Wow. There's some control that is... Okay, so look what we have here. With the Emperor and the Eight of Cups reversed, it's almost like you were wanting to walk away from this person. And some form of communication about love came through. Feelings, cups are typically... Here you are, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Some kind of message came through, I feel. And now you're like, I was on my way to walk away and go find my happy, but now after this communication, I'm a little bit confused, right? For the Seven of Cups. Now I'm a little overwhelmed with the situation, but now I actually feel that I can make a decision moving forward. It's almost like the situation kept you stuck for so long. That's what I'm getting here. And now that you've had this communication from this person, that maybe you didn't even know how they felt about you, or vice versa. Guys, you can always flip the roles. And remember, gender, we don't talk about gender, we talk about energy. So, masculine or feminine. Take it as it resonates, okay? I feel like this person is taken... I'm really getting this is a person you're dealing with. Like they've taken control of the situation. They're like, you know what? Because the Emperor, Aries energy, you could definitely be dealing with maybe an Aries Venus or Aries rising. This person knows what they want. They're determined. They're large and in charge, right? They could own their own business, their own company. They run a lot of people. But this is a person that has failed and gotten up against so many times that they know what it takes, business-wise, to make things move forward. So I am feeling almost as though you are on your way to walk away from this person, and then there was some kind of communication about their feelings, or some kind of truth came through, I feel. And now it's actually like, wait, I was going to go, but now I'm not. See? In reverse. Now almost looking back like, actually, I don't want to walk away from this. There's more to this than I thought there was. Interesting. Okay, let's see what's in your crowning thoughts, my Cancerians. And if this is work related, which of course it very well could be, just take it as it resonates, guys. I do feel as though you've come to some form of clarity within some kind of contract at work with a potential partner that you're working with, in order to move this business deal forward, this something that will bring abundance. There's almost going to be some real forward movement, but it had to come with all this clarity, because I do feel as though in the past you were like stagnant, you know, again, Saturn, stagnancy. Let's find out what's in your crowning thoughts here, guys. What's in Cancerian's crowning thoughts, dear Spirit? Oh, sorry, guys. Working on something. Maybe you're wanting to work on this relationship now. is someone from the past. It happens, right? 6 of Cups. Or someone that you could have children with. Someone that, you know, it's a kindred kind, someone from your childhood. Someone that you feel soulmate union with. This is my soulmate card, guys. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. It doesn't have to be. They could just have it in the chart. It was something that was really special to you. It was a bond that was unlike any other. I feel like you want to move towards this. Getting a little heavy. Because you've got a double 6 here. You've got the 6 of Swords as well as the 6 of Cups. I feel as though after this communication that you could have had from them, now you're thinking about how you could potentially work this. Because here with the 8 of Pentacles, this is working on the relationship, the partnership, maybe working on, if it's work related, working on this business venture, something, your hobby, something that you've always loved, trying to move forward with it now. Really working diligently, right? Maybe there's more of an understanding on how to move forward in this connection, which before was confusing, right? It's also Neptunian energy, you know. And Neptune was in retrograde for quite some time, guys, like 5 months. And now we're just coming out of the shadow period. Which helps us see things for what they truly are, and we won't be as confused anymore. Everything's going to start being more clear. I mean, sorry, just that. 2020 is, things are going to speed up for everybody. Things are changing right now, and it may feel kind of like everything's hitting you at once. You don't really know how to navigate because of that. I feel like you want to communicate with this person. You've been through a lot. You do want to work on this partnership. These are your crowning thoughts. Because now you have all the tools within you. This is Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, as well as Aries for me as a reader. But this is about manifesting this into your life. Manifesting maybe this person to come back into your life. Because this is a past person. This could be someone that is also a past life connection. Someone who you've had many lives, if you believe in reincarnation and all that. I'm also getting twin flame. Twin flames are hard, but they are the ones that help us really heal. It's almost like a soul contract that has to be lived out here, guys. You may be coming into the knowledge or recognition of what this is. You could also be wanting to travel to see them. Here with the 6 of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Who's this person, Cancerian? Scorpio had a similar reading. They also had the 6 of Cups in their crowning thoughts. Someone from the past that they'd been thinking about and reminiscing almost. You may want to check that one out if you have that in your chart anywhere. I do feel like now you want to move forward. You want to move the connection forward now that there's been some kind of truth and clarity or honesty or messages of some form of understanding or insight that you didn't have before, right? Here with the Queen of Swords, and remember you can flip this around, but I do feel like someone communicated towards you. This could also be someone that's divorced. You know, what's great about her is she doesn't put up with garbage. She knows her value. Right? She's very intuitive, but you wouldn't be able to tell because she's so quiet. She observes everything. She's always observing everything. And she won't tell you. That's the beauty of the Queen of Swords. She puts on this hard exterior. She's a mental achiever. Maybe that's why I kept picking up Pinky and the Brain. You know? She's the brain. Pinky and the Brain. Sorry, I love that. Did you guys ever watch it when you were kids? It was such a great show. Anyway, okay. So let's see what's in your immediate future, Cancerians. Whoa, that was just a slide off. What is in Cancerians' immediate future regarding the spread, dear Spirit? Truth and clarity, man. Feeling that there has been some form of understanding here. What did I say? You could be recognizing something. You had more understanding or knowledge. You recognize now. Either you recognize this connection for what it truly is, or they have. After this communication, after this information, after this data, this could be also victory in a work situation, you know, being seen for how well you're doing. All this hard work you've been putting in, now you're going to start seeing, you're going to win. I'm winning. You know, I'm winning. This is Leo, typically the Leo card, but Aries, Sagittarius as well. Could be dealing with Leo. You could have that in your chart quite strongly. You could be a Leo Cancerian cusper. You've got trip 6 here. 6 is here. 6 in the major arcana is the Lovers. So a lot around partnership and relationship, right? Maybe recognizing this connection for what it truly is. It's almost like there's like been a bing, you know? Something went off. There's been some form of recognition. And I feel like you want to move this forward, or they do, or you want to travel to see them. You want to work on this. Interesting. Let's find out what your fears are. What are your fears, Cancerians? Ah, okay. You've been hurt, okay? Sure, right? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could have hurt you in the past, because this is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, which is about heartbreak and pain and suffering and, you know, having to go through healing. You don't want a new connection to potentially make you feel maybe like the last one did, or maybe this is not the first round you've had with this person, because remember, Saturn's been sitting in your house of partnership, so things have always been so difficult and like nothing's moving forward. Why is nothing moving forward? Now you know why. Okay, it's not just you, you're not going nuts. Planetarily things happen. Okay. I feel like you've been through a lot in relationships. You may have been really unlucky in love, maybe in the last 4 years. And you don't want to have to heal from another painful experience. And I think that's what you're fearing. And we all do. We all fear from past experiences. But don't let it dictate how you move forward in a new connection, because this looks like a really beautiful connection, Cancerians. It's a new partnership. It's kindred. It's like one of those meant to be's, right? C'est la vie. If it's meant to be, I let it work out, you know? And I do feel that's what's happening here. Okay, let's find out what your hopes are. I mean, how people are seeing you. How are people seeing my Cancerians, dear Spirit? How are my Cancerians being seen? Cancerians. How's Cancerians being seen right now? Judgment. Here comes. This is my now card. Time is now. I always do that. Destined. This is a destined union. Look at the angel going, ja. Ja, ek sien julle, julle gaan saam wees, ek werk op julle. That was Afrikaans, by the way. Basically what I said was, you know, I see you guys, I'm trying to push you guys together. I've been working on both of you separately, but also this is meant to be. Wasn't I just talking about meant to be, and here you go. Being seen for your efforts, you know, you are being seen. This is like cosmic meant to be. And again, if this is work related, this partnership, soulmate kind of partnership, you guys work really well together. You guys are going to grow together. You're going to make some stuff happen. And there's some contracts that I feel that are going to be signed here. And it's about your dreams and aspirations. It's about moving forward in certain ways in your in some part of your life. Let's find out what your hopes are. What is Cancerian's hopes, dear Spirit? Cancerian's hopes here. Truth, more clarity, maybe communication. Maybe you are stalking this person. Why are you stalking me? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you've definitely got a lot of communication here. And I feel you also want to communicate something. You want to make peace. What did we talk about here? Right? You want to make peace in the situation. If this is romantically involved. If it's also work, you also want to make peace. You want harmony. You want things to start just flowing. It's almost like you've been fighting against it the whole time. But here you go. Hoping for that communication, maybe from them. They could also be younger than you. They could be a younger air sign. But this is also about new insight, new data, moving forward in a new way of thinking, interacting differently in your thought process, moving forward. Like it wasn't working before because of Saturn, guys. Now it's time for things to flow. Please. Seriously, please. Let things flow. Okay, let's find out the outcome. What's the outcome regarding the spread, dear Spirit? For my Cancerians. Ugh, we're going to have to clarify this, because this is not a very good outcome. 9 of Swords is like mental anguish and stuff. Maybe this is how you've been feeling in the past. Kind of getting past energy with that, but let's see. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Yeah. Guys, this could be a missed opportunity, and it could cause a lot of stress because of that. You may miss this opportunity with this person or vice versa if there isn't communication. Somebody's got to make the first move here. If there has been some form of communication that has confused you now or gotten you out of the state where you were confused and now you have clarity, I see that if there's not going to be communication, because this is in your hopes, right? Hoping that they will communicate, hoping that, you know, you got to take, it's going to cause I mean, that could be missed. I'm also getting that you miss this person, whoever this is, or they miss you, and it causes a lot of, because there's no clarity. 9 of Swords is just like sitting in this merry-go-round in your head. Here we go around the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry, you know, like, tired of feeling this way. I want to get out of feeling this way. The stagnancy, boredom, discontentment. Someone's got to make a move here. I do feel like there has been communication, but now it's almost like you're just sitting on it. What are you sitting on? Let's go into the extended and dig a little deeper about that 9 of Swords and 4 of Cups. Because that could be a potential missed opportunity, Cancerians. And this could, remember, the roles can be reversed. There's a strong bond here. If this is work-related, you could miss a big opportunity here, work-wise. That could be very abundant. Because look, what did we see here in the beginning? You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows, right? But this has to be there are things left unsaid. Dun, dun, dun. Alright guys, join me. I'm going to continue this reading. If you'd like to click on the link below on the description box, it's the first link, Vimeo. But otherwise, thank you for being here. I love you all, and I will see you on the other side. Cheerio.